another Charlie's Chicken Coop video. Today I am here with Miss Courtney at B&B Feed and Seed. She's going to be giving me a tour today of her feed store. So, it is called B&B Feed and Seed. So where's the seed portion? We've already talked about the feed.
Yes, okay, so we have, right now all we really have in stock is this. It's called Gulf Annual Ryegrass. So in the winter or the colder months, a lot of farmers like to plant ryegrass because it'll come up when it's a little bit colder and it gives the cows something else to graze on. But you're still going to have to supplement with hay or feed just because it's not going to give as much of a broad coverage as normal grass when it comes up in the springtime. If that makes sense?
Yes.
But, so all we really have right now is this, but we normally carry like rutabaga, turnips, corn, potatoes. I'm actually getting ready right now to order all of our vegetable seeds. So like our corn and tomatoes and cucumbers and watermelons and all those seeds will come in February for me to get them all prepared and packaged up to sell in March and April when people are going to start planting. And we have winter, like fall plants that come in a lot, like herbs and broccoli and things like that. But this year, due to COVID, a lot of the plants didn't have as much time to grow them and take care of them, so they didn't have as many this year.
So just like the feed has additives, are there any additives that need to go with the seed to help it grow better?
Yes, so we actually have 8 different types of soil additives here. We have 2 different types of lime. We have pelletized and pulverized, and then we have 6 different types of fertilizer. So the most common fertilizers that people will use, especially in a garden if they're trying to grow vegetables, are triple 13 or triple 10. The first number always stands for your nitrogen. You guys probably know that, especially if you listen to anything at the extension office. And the lime is something that if you go to the extension office and you get a soil test, you can come by lime. That's a big thing that a lot of people need in their soil, and add it and mix it into the ground, and it'll help your grass.
So for our chicks at the office, we use shavings to keep them warm. So it's especially super cold these seasons. Do you guys have anything here?
Yes, we do. So we have 3 different types of shavings here. We have, this is a big flake pine shaving. It's the cheapest one we have. And then we also have, these are a little bit more like a finer flake. So the high school actually uses these for their hog shows. Because it's a pretty good cheap shaving for the amount that you get, and it's fine, so it's easier to clean. And then we also have some cedar shavings. A lot of people like this for their dogs in the winter because it makes them smell good.
So you've shown me all this feed here, so I noticed these things aren't feed or seed, so what do we have?
Okay, so this is kind of where we keep our supplements or just equipment that people might need that have livestock or animals. So spray bottles, a lot of people have to mix in different things that they might have to spray a horse down with, or even to spray like weed killer and stuff. Some people don't need a huge big sprayer, they might just need something small and concentrated. We also have scoops, things like that, mineral oil and liquid supplements that you can mix in with your dogs or your cats or your cattle. We have some wraps for horses. Sometimes they have to wrap that lower joint. I don't know what that's called, but sometimes they have to wrap that if they do a lot of barrel racing and stuff. We have something here that's called wound coat. This is a lot of animals when they're getting transported in trailers and stuff, they can scratch themselves up, and it's kind of like human peroxide. You can just spray it on, but it has a dye in it so you can see where you've sprayed to kind of watch it and see how it's healing. We also have hoof picks and hoof clips and float valves, things for people that might fill up like one of those water troughs we saw out there. It'll kind of turn the water off automatically so they're not having to go out there and refill it with a hose every day.
So these things look pretty familiar because this is what we use at the office to feed and water our chicks. Mm-hmm. So do you sell any other types of feeder and waterers here?
Yes, so this is what I like to call like our poultry or bird area. It's got a lot of stuff for chickens or small livestock like rabbits, but we have a bunch of different waterers and feeders in different sizes. This is one water that we have. And then we have these really long feeders if you're somebody that has like a really large poultry operation and you're trying to keep your chickens a little separate so they're not all on top of each other trying to get in the little circle one. And we also have a few little poultry additives here. This is something that's called amprolium. So you can add this to water. It's really good if your chickens have coccidius. It's a disease that they can sometimes get, but you can use this kind of like a preventative and like as a antibiotic treatment if they actually get the disease. Okay, so we also sell a various amount of insecticides and herbicides here. We have something called Eraser Max and Cornerstone. They are really good weed killers. So if you're trying to keep grass out of an unwanted flower bed area, or to kill certain weeds that are in your grass so that you just have pretty lush grass, we have that. And then we also have various things to prevent ants, if you have fire ants, or if you have spiders or any kinds of insects you're trying to repel from your home. Okay, so now we have come to the final section of our tour. We have got our office area, and here we keep a lot of smaller or more perishable items because this is climate controlled. And we have all of our little bits and bobs for little mechanic parts, and then we have gloves and collars, things like that. And we also keep our vaccines in here, so we offer 2 different types of vaccines for your dogs, and then we also have various worming vaccines for cattle, tapeworm, flea medicine for dogs, pour-on worming for cattle, a bunch of different types of things. And we also keep our honey here, so we have honey that we sell from a local producer, and we also have some pecans that we sell from a producer in Fort Valley. So, yeah, that's it for the office.
So thank you, Miss Courtney, for letting us come out here and tour your feed store. It was super nice to let us do that. So I know how I got out here, but for those of you who do not know how to get here, Miss Courtney, can you please explain?
So we are located at 833 Spring Creek Road in Thomaston, Georgia. It's right off of Jeff Davis. You can't miss us. We're the big metal building with a huge gravel parking lot, and we are grateful to have had you here, Charlie. Thank you. Come back anytime.